Hi students, welcome to our chemistry class. This video is about p block elements, carbon compounds, that is carbon dioxide. Here you will learn about production, properties, then structure, then uses of carbon dioxide. Our topic is carbon dioxide. The formula of carbon dioxide is CO2. So it is available in the air. The percentage is in the air. The available percentage of carbon dioxide is 0.03%. Also, it occurs in rock as calcium carbonate CaCO3 and magnesium carbonate MgCO3. Right? Now, preparation of carbon dioxide, that is production of carbon dioxide. There are three methods are there. One is industrial scale. Another one is calcination process. Then the third method is laboratory method. So first one, industrial scale. In industrial scale, carbon dioxide is prepared by the burning of coke, that is coke means carbon plus excess of air. So first we will get carbon plus excess of air. This will be in excess. So we are getting first carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide balance equation. So 2C here 2 is carbon monoxide. Again this carbon monoxide, excess of air, we are getting carbon dioxide. Okay, then balance equation. So it is an exothermic process. So the value of delta is equal to minus 394 kilojoule per mole. So in industrial production, the carbon dioxide is produced by the reaction of coke with excess of oxygen. At first we are getting carbon monoxide. Then this carbon monoxide again is reacting with excess of oxygen to produce carbon dioxide. Now second method, that is calcination. Number 2, calcination. Now what is the meaning of calcination? Calcination, it means heating of a compound, mainly metal carbonates, heating carbonates in the absence of air, means absence of oxygen or limited quantity of oxygen. Okay, so heating metal carbonates in the absence of air, that means in the absence of oxygen or a limited quantity of oxygen. Okay, so we are taking that calcium carbonate CaCO3. The symbol is heat. Okay, so we are getting carbon dioxide. The remaining product is CaO. This is calcium oxide and this is carbon dioxide. Then the third method, laboratory preparation. Lab method. So in the laboratory method, calcium carbonate, that is CaCO3, is allowing to react hydrochloric acids in dilute hydrochloric acid. So whenever a carbonate is reacting with an acid, we are getting carbon dioxide at first, then water, then salt. Here salt means calcium and chlorine, so we are getting calcium chloride. Okay, so carbon dioxide here, carbon dioxide, carbon dioxide. So there are three methods are there. One is industrial scale, then calcination, then laboratory method. In the industrial scale, carbon is reacting with excess of oxygen, we are getting carbon dioxide. Then in the calcination process, calcium carbonate is calcinated, so we are getting calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. In the laboratory method, calcium carbonate is reacting with dilute hydrochloric acid. We are getting carbon dioxide, calcium chloride and water. Properties of carbon dioxide. So it is colorless and non-flammable gas, and it is heavier than air. And the critical temperature of carbon dioxide is 31 degree Celsius. So what is the meaning of critical temperature? It means the critical temperature of a gas, we are representing Tc of a gas, above which it cannot be liquefied even at high pressure. Okay, so exactly this carbon dioxide, it will become liquid at 31 degree Celsius, so that it is called 31 degree Celsius is the critical temperature of carbon dioxide. I think this critical temperature and these terms and all you studied in class 11. Next properties, it is very stable compound. So even at 3100 Kelvin, only 76% of CO2 it will be decomposes. So see the equation, carbon dioxide at 3100 Kelvin, only 76% of this carbon dioxide will be decomposed into carbon monoxide plus oxygen. So balance the equation, so it will come off. So this is the balanced equation. Then again, if you heat more than this 3100 Kelvin, it will decompose into carbon and oxygen. So carbon dioxide, then heat at high temperature means more than 3100 Kelvin, greater than 3100 Kelvin, we are getting carbon plus oxygen, right? Next properties of this carbon dioxide is the reducing behavior. So it acts as a reducing agent, carbon dioxide, when it reacts with magnesium metal. Carbon. Okay. Then another properties is water gas equilibrium. So in the water gas equilibrium, so the reaction occurs between carbon dioxide, then hydrogen. We are getting carbon monoxide and water. So it is called water gas. It is called water gas. So here what happened? There are some equilibrium occurs between these two. This is carbon dioxide plus hydrogen. Here carbon monoxide and water. So this is water gas and this carbon dioxide. So the equilibrium occurs between these two reactants. Here why it is called water gas equilibrium, and it is very important for the industrial productions. See here, this hydrogen we are getting here, it is 100% pure hydrogen. So this hydrogen we can use for the manufacture of ammonia, hydrocarbon, okay, etc. So this hydrogen, since it is used for many industrial application, this water gas equilibrium, it is a very important properties of carbon dioxide. Then acidic behavior. acidic behavior. In the acidic behavior, actually carbon dioxide is slightly acidic as it forms carbonic acid. So carbon dioxide plus water, first it will form H2CO3. This is carbonic acid. So since it is an acid, it will produce hydrogen ion H plus HCO3 minus. So H2CO3. This is carbonic acid. Okay, so these are the properties of carbon dioxide. So the first properties, let me explain once again. It's a colorless, non-flammable gas and it is heavier than air. Then second properties, the critical temperature of carbon dioxide is 31 degrees Celsius. So at this critical temperature, it becomes liquid. Then third one is it is a stable compound. That means it will not decompose, it will not break easily. So even at 3100 Kelvin, it will produce carbon monoxide and oxygen. Then again, if you increase the temperature, it will decompose into carbon and oxygen. Then reducing character. So this carbon monoxide, what will happen? This metal, it will reduce this carbon dioxide into magnesium oxide plus carbon. Then water gas equilibrium, carbon dioxide plus hydrogen, it will make an equilibrium with water gas, that is carbon monoxide and water. Since this hydrogen is the pure hydrogen, so we are using this hydrogen for the industrial applications. Then acidic behavior, it dissolves in water and produce carbonic acid. Right? Hope you understood the properties of carbon dioxide. Uses of carbon dioxide. So there are 4 uses are there. One is, it is used to produce inert atmosphere. Inert atmosphere. For chemical processing. Then second use, it is very important for photosynthesis. Photosynthesis, you know very well. Then it is used in fire extinguisher. Fire extinguisher. And also as propellant gas. Then the last use, it is used for the production of carbonated beverages. And in the production of foam. Okay, so carbonated beverages, you know, this example Coca-Cola. Then there are many carbonated beverages we are using in our daily life. This Pepsi, this and all carbonated beverages. Here we are using this carbon dioxide. Also foam, we are using this carbon dioxide to produce foam. So these are the 4 important uses of carbon dioxide. Now structure of carbon dioxide. So there are 4 important points in the structure of carbon dioxide. So if the question comes, so write the first point, it has linear structure. Then equal bond distance on both carbon oxygen bonds. Then 1 sigma bond. Then the fourth point is, this is 3 centered 4 electron bonds covering all the atoms. Okay, so these are the 4 points in the structure of carbon dioxide. Then write the structure of carbon dioxide. Okay, so this is the most stable structure. So middle 1 carbon atom, both side double bond, then both side oxygen. Then there are, each oxygen will contain 4 electron, that means 2 electron pairs here. Here also 2 electron pairs. Also it forms resonance structures. How? I will explain. Here you see this one electron pair it can move towards the center, and here this bond pair it can convert to this electron pairs. So the resonance structure we are getting like this. So carbon, here oxygen, then here oxygen. Because of the shifting of this lone pair electron, so here we are getting bond pair. So there will come 3 bonds, and here it will come positive charge. Then what will happen? This bond pair is shifting towards this lone pair, so it will be converted to a lone pair electrons. So here it will become single bond, and here we are getting one lone pair extra. So it will come minus charge. Okay. See, also what will happen here, from this structure to this structure, this means this is structure 2. I am writing structure 2, and this is structure 3. From structure 3 to structure 2 also it can be formed. How? You see, this bond pair it can be converted to lone pair, and also this lone pair can be converted to bond pair. Okay. So we are getting this structure. This is structure 3. And you see, also one more resonance structure we are getting, that is oxygen, carbon, oxygen. Here the same structure but in the another direction. So here we are getting triple bond here. This is plus and one lone pair, and here you see minus. So this is another structure, and this structure can be converted like this. See, this lone pair can be converted to bond pair, and this bond pair can be converted to lone pair. Okay. So finally this is single bond, here triple bond. Okay. So this is, you can write structure 1. Hope you understood the structure. See, there are 3 structures for this carbon dioxide. This second structure is the most stable structure than this 1 and 2, because it does not have any charges on the atoms. So you should know how these charges comes. So for that you have to apply formal charge. So up to here you can write for your examination. You no need to explain this how the charges came by using this formal charge. So we are applying formal charge. So for the structure 1, for oxygen and this carbon, here also oxygen is there. Sorry, oxygen, carbon, oxygen. For oxygen, the formula of this formal charge is valence electrons minus lone pair electrons minus bond pair electron divided by 2. This is the formula already I explained in the carbon monoxide structure. So we are applying the formula here. So we are getting the charge. First we are finding oxygen. There are valence electron is 6 minus, and here I am applying this first oxygen atom. So this is valence electron is 6, and lone pair is 2 minus, and bond pair is 6. So 6 divided by 2. So 6 minus 2 minus 3. 6 minus 5 we are getting plus 1. So that here plus 1 comes. Then this carbon. Carbon valence electron is 4 minus, lone pair there is no lone pair, 0, minus bond pair there are 4 bond pairs are there. So we are getting 8 electron divided by 2. So 4 minus 4 we are getting 0. So that no charge here. For this last oxygen atom, valence electron 6 minus, lone pair electrons 6 are there, minus bond pair only one bond pair is there. So 2 divided by 2, 6 minus 7 we are getting minus 1. So that here minus plus. Then for this second structure, apply this formal charge. For oxygen, 6 valence electron minus lone pair electron, there are 4 electrons are there, minus bond pair there are 4 by 2. So 6 minus 6 we are getting 0. so that no charge in the second structure for this first oxygen atom. Then carbon atom also 4 minus, there is no lone pair electrons, 0 minus, there are 8 bond pair electrons are there, 8 by 2, so 4 minus 4 we are getting 0. Then oxygen also 6 minus, then lone pairs there are 4 lone pair electrons are there, then bond pairs there are 4 divided by 2, so 6 minus 6 we are getting 0. So in structure 2 there is no charge on each atom, hence it is a stable structure. Then the last structure, here you can apply this formal charge, oxygen, carbon, oxygen. The first oxygen atom, this is the first oxygen atom. You see, in this first oxygen atom plus charge, and the last oxygen atom there is minus charge. How it comes? You see, apply this formal charge, 6 electrons minus, there is 2, see here 2 lone pairs are there, so 2 lone pairs minus bond pairs there are 6 by 2, so 6 minus 5 we are getting plus 1. Also carbon when you apply you are getting 0, also oxygen you will get minus 1. So this is the way you have to apply the charge for each atom. So this is called formal charge. Hope you understood the structure. So for the examination point, you write the 4 points, then write the structure of this 3 structure of carbon dioxide. That's enough for your examination point. This explanation you need to write. Okay. Hope you understood about carbon dioxide. So preparation, then properties, then uses of carbon dioxide, then structure of carbon dioxide. Hope you understood this topic very well. So thank you very much.